Question that I'm reading here from a follower. My shoulder was hurting and I took 3 weeks off, still trained everywhere else, and my strength came back much quicker. I'm paraphrasing what they're saying here. Okay, so why'd that happen? That's really what they're asking. They're surprised that their strength came back that fast. Well, they showed their program that they used in terms of using kettlebell and how they programmed it, and they nailed it perfectly. Clearly, pain was a guide, so they didn't take any steps backwards. Not taking any steps backwards gets you to your finish line faster. But I think first and foremost, training while they didn't use the painful thing is a great idea to maintain all forms of work capacity. And if they're training for a hormonal and immune effect, well, then that thing should heal faster, regardless of if it's healing or decreased sensitivity. So that's very, very important. But local to the shoulder, number one, when you're using lighter weight and generally moving the bell or whatever it is a little bit faster, you're increasing motor unit recruitment. That automatically will improve force output, not because the actual tissue got stronger and had adapted to contract harder. It was that you had more juice going to you were able to recruit more fibers of the general area. So that's number one. When you're using light weight and doing ladders and high reps, you are and moving relatively fast, then you will have this motor unit recruitment. Again, when you're doing high reps and mild weight as they move up, you're training efficiency. What Pavel would call grease the groove. Again, I think there's a motor unit component to that, but just staying what appears to be understimulated from a strength or power output is still very, very high levels of motor skill acquisition stimulation. And the adaptation then turns into mechanical efficiency, using lighter weight and in a way relearning how to press the bell after whatever this painful issue was. The message did not describe what the pain was, is another reason you could have gotten your strength back very fast. Usually it might take up to 30 days to have a significant diminish of your strength under any circumstances. Whether it hurt or didn't hurt, you usually don't lose a ton of strength until you hit a month. So I think that's something else that you could consider, that maybe you just didn't get as weak as you thought, and because you had a little doorstop in your shoulder, aka your pain, then that made it appear that you couldn't exert all your force. But the actual muscle's ability to contract probably didn't become deconditioned, is the word I was looking for before, didn't decondition nearly as much as you thought. So number one, you maintain high hormonal and immune response, decreased sensitivity or increased healing or both, recruiting motor units, mechanical efficiency, and maybe you didn't get as weak as you thought.